Historic seasons on both sides of the floor. One will have an expanded history here as they look for a sectional title. The Danville Blue Devils playing at home here today as the number 2 seed in the Central District. They just reached win number 20 earlier this week. They're looking to make it 21 and look for an opportunity to cut down the nets here at home in front of a great crowd as they are set to take on the Ridgedale Rockets, a team that just won their first conference title in 20 seasons, despite losing some star players on the way. We'll talk about that in your pregame show coming up. Danville Blue Devil basketball right here on the OH Report.
For 9 years, people have asked us one question: what exactly does elite preparedness do? We train everyday Americans to protect what matters most. From Ohio CCW courses and advanced firearms training to the largest Armed Women of America chapter in the state, from church and school safety programs under House Bill 99 to training state, local, and federal law enforcement. We provide armed security, secure transportation, asset protection, and elite-level executive protection for those who require the highest standard. Preparedness, protection, professionalism, elite preparedness, training warriors, protecting leaders, empowering families.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It is time for your Killbuck Savings Bank pregame show here on the OH Report as we've got a sectional championship to bring you live and free from the Devil's Den. Jonathon Langdon here alongside Ethan Cline, as we're ready for some championship basketball to start the weekend here as Danville takes on a really strong Ridgedale side. This is a 2 versus 6 matchup in the Central District.
Absolutely. Taking a look at the Blue Devils, we saw 20-3 finishing second in the KMAC this year. Last year, they were tied for last in the KMAC 1-13 record. They have really turned it around thanks to the help of some great guard play by the Blue Devils. It's going to be fun to watch them here tonight.
It's been a very special for me to watch them all season long, basically every single home game for the most part. I've been in this building for it, and this team has grown so much since that very first game. You see the win streak that they're on as of late. They beat Northside Christian basically in a running clock affair. Of course, Northside Christian able to get it down under 30 there at the very end of the game, but Coach Matt Proper in his first season has his team rolling. And then for Aiden Mickley, who's going to be your player spotlight as the leading scorer for this team, you're looking for him not just to score offensively, but to really wreak havoc at the top of the 1-2-2 press that they play defensively.
Absolutely. They were second in the KMAC statistically on defense. They really know how to win the turnover margin. They average just over winning 5 per game on the plus side. They have done a great job defensively, led by Mickley, like you said.
Aiden Mickley warming up that corner 3. He hit a bunch of them in the Northside Christian game on Tuesday night. We're excited to be back here on a Friday night to see if they can run it back and do it again. On the other side, there's a fun story here for the Ridgedale Rockets. They went through a couple of roster changes. We'll kind of leave it at that. Of course, some of their star scorers left the team, and here they are still making history. First conference title in 20 years. They shared it in the Northwest Central Conference with another side, Upper Scioto Valley. But Coach Mike Matthey, now in his 7th season, has Ridgedale as high as he's ever seen them.
Yeah, like you said, the early departures really kind of left some question marks on the team's season. You saw Evan Ricketts, arguably one of the team's best players. He was leading the team in scoring. Departed from the team, like you said, and they still were able to manage taking home tied for first place in the NWCC. So credit to them. They have really battled through adversity, and let's see if they can keep that going here tonight. And
it's all thanks for the most part, I would say, to Aiden Sawyer. I mean, 10 points per game. This is a very balanced scoring offense, but in all the other departments, he's kind of their Aiden Mickley who loves to get at you defensively, and he's also a knockdown shooter. He can shoot it well. He averages just over 2 a game.
Yeah, he's going to be big tonight for the Rockets. They need him to kind of fill the stat sheet up if they want to have a chance here tonight against the Blue Devils and advance on to the next round.
Well, you saw the hair in the picture versus the hair here tonight. He goes with some locks and seems like he's going to be locked in tonight trying to knock down Danville, a team that they just lost to a few weeks back. So they have one look at these Blue Devils. Now the second time around, we'll see what they change after losing by 17.
It's going to be a good one here tonight. Minute left on the pregame clock. The teams are now heading back to their bench, talking it over. Boy, I'm excited, John.
Absolutely. We're going to step aside. National Anthem will take over the gym here momentarily. We will be back on the OH Report to bring you the tip-off of this Division 7 Central District Sectional Championship game here, live and free.
For 9 years, people have asked us one question: what exactly does elite preparedness do? We train everyday Americans to protect what matters most. From Ohio CCW courses and advanced firearms training to the largest Armed Women of America chapter in the state, from church and school safety programs under House Bill 99 to training state, local, and federal law enforcement. We provide armed security, secure transportation, asset protection, and elite-level executive protection for those who require the highest standard: preparedness, protection, professionalism. Elite Preparedness, training warriors, protecting leaders, empowering families.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It's time now to wrap up your pregame show here on the OH Report, brought to you by the Killbuck Savings Bank. Jonathon Langdon here with Ethan Cline as Ridgedale is looking to pull off an upset on the road here against the Danville Blue Devils. But this Blue Devils squad has been very good here at home. Just 2 losses here on their home floor as they've got a great crowd behind them looking to celebrate a sectional title if things go their way.
Yeah, not many empty seats here in the Blue Devil Arena. It's loud. There's a lot of fans here as you see the players go down through the starting lineup. It's an electric atmosphere. We're ready for a good one.
Keys of victory, we'll go ahead and go over both for each of these teams. Stay attached. I think that's going to be the key for Ridgedale defensively because this team can pass the rock that they're going up against.
Yeah, they are very good at sharing the rock. They have great court vision. Credit to their coaching staff getting them there for the matchup here tonight. And then, like you said, crashing the glass on the offensive side or defensive side is going to be real important here tonight.
And then for the Blue Devils on their side, I want to see some full court pressure. I want that to be a driving factor here for the Danville defense. Make a statement early. And then also knowing that you're playing against a team like Ridgedale, they're young, be ready to run.
You said it best, and like you talked about for the full court defense, they have been known as one of the best defensive teams in the game. I talked about that a little bit earlier in the pregame. Going to need to establish that early tonight so that they're going to be able to set up some more offense future down the game stretch. So
a 57-28 win on Tuesday night over Northside Christian has brought us here on this beautiful Friday night. I hope you got outside. It's been a fantastic day. Now we head into the gym, and it's time to get this battle started here between the Blue Devils and the Rockets. Live and free on the OH Report, I'm Jonathon Langdon alongside Ethan Cline. Your camera operator today is Brandon Powell. This is our 9th Danville broadcast of the season here from the Devil's Den, and it's for a sectional title game as the Blue Devils will turn it over on a travel by Owen Gronberg.
Yeah, they're going to say he walked with, and that's a great defensive possession to open up this one for the Rockets.
Starters for the Rockets as they'll bring the ball right to left on your screen. They've got Vince Schuster, a senior, 5'8" guard who wears number 0. Number 1 is Aiden Sawyer, the player spotlight today. He is a senior, 6-foot wing. Billy Wren wears number 15, a junior. Also Mason Turner, the sophomore, wears number 21. And then number 2, Michael Diaz. As this ball deflected out of bounds, it'll stay here for the Rockets.
Nice job by Gronberg down low, getting active, poking the hands in there. It's going to be an inbounds play now upcoming.
Turner out top, one of the young guys that was thrusted into a leadership position with the loss of a couple star scorers. His handoff nearly turned over, but Billy Wren rings it in, and the Rockets continue their movement on offense. Schuster retreats to the three-point line, and we'll see the Rockets continue to move. They're 15-8 on the season, 8-1 in the Northwest Central Conference. That earned them a share of their first conference title in 20 seasons. Wren drives, misses badly, and Spalding there with the rebound. He'll get it out to their point guard, Wes Payne. Wes in and out move, goes right at the defense. Physical from Danville to start.
And that is great footwork there by Wesley Payne, slowing it down, getting to his spot, easy layup.
The boys from Tough Street bringing it over to the high school campus here early in the contest. In the corner, there's the shooter for Ridgedale, and he knocks down his first, Aiden Sawyer.
And you can't lose sight of Sawyer there, wide open in the corner. He's going to knock that one down 9 times out of 10, and now propels the Rockets to a 1-point lead here.
Ashton Spalding, a shooter in his own right. The lefty holds it on the right wing, defended by Sawyer. West, after the first bucket, thought about a three. He'll dive into traffic and win a foul. This will go on Schuster, his first. So the Blue Devils will stack it up here on this baseline inbounds as you saw the contact. And your replays today brought to you by Elite Preparedness. High toss to Carson Proper. He'll get it out to a guard, and the offense will set up shop. An offense that averages 67 points per game coming into this contest tonight. Mickley in a double. Will not get out in time. It'll be a jump ball, and we are headed the other way.
Carson Proper looked like he was down there low on the pick and roll and just couldn't find him there, and that's going to force the jump ball turnover. So the Rockets, let's see if they can take advantage of here of the great defensive possession they just had.
So the Rockets, pretty good offense in their own right. Not up to 67 points per game, but they're awfully close, just over 60 a game this season. They lead this one 3-2. Turner off a screen, lost his dribble. Ball swings back to Sawyer, same spot he hit the last one. He keeps it going in front of that Danville student section.
Same spot, same shot for Aiden Sawyer. 2 big threes now and an early lead for the Rockets.
And intensity continuing here from the Rockets defensively as Parker Proper already into the game, the 6th man. Finds himself in action on the left wing. He had a team-high 19 points against Northside Christian. Ball back out to Mickley. Carson catches, drives, goes physical into the body of Diaz, but still leaked back out, and Ridgedale's fans are loving every second of this first quarter. Parker gets the first step, draws contact, too hard off the glass, but he is headed to the free throw zone tonight, presented to you by Danville Tire and Alignment.
And that's what you got to do there if you're the Blue Devils. You've got the undersized defender on your great job by Proper, attacking the paint, getting to the cup. Going to get 2 free throws here.
Parker, the freshman sensation, a first-team All-KMAC athlete, misses the first free throw. It's interesting, though, all season long he's been coming off the bench, and Coach Proper, or I should say Papa Proper, has decided to stick with this rotation. It's worked all year. It's had him at 20 and 3. So they'll keep it rolling. However, he goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line, and we see Danville in a bit of a tight spot as a quick 3 goes up from Ridgedale. It continues to rain here for the Rockets.
You know, I thought it was Aiden Sawyer who couldn't miss from that spot. Maybe it's just a lucky spot for the Rockets here tonight. 3 for 3 so far, as there's going to be a missed shot on the far end for Danville, but great offensive rebound.
And Danville turns it over. That 3 earlier was made by Mason Turner, the sophomore, and now another senior looking to join the action. It's an 11-2 run for Ridgedale as Schuster gets the bucket. And a timeout by Coach Proper, and Ridgedale fans are happy to see it.
What a start for the Rockets here early. An offensive fire show between, you got Aiden Sawyer, and then you just saw the last 3-pointer made by Vince Schuster.
Here's all 11 of these points on this 11-0 run. Remember, Danville had the first 2 points of the game, but it has just been clockwork, especially from beyond the arc in that very spot. They've hit 3 threes, all 3 of them, of course, in that corner. It's ESPN night for the Danville student section. They have not affected these Rockets once so far on the defensive end.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the Ridgedale faithful here are really making it almost feel like a home game. They're loud in this tiny gym, making it echo, and it's It's interesting to see right now the Devils on their toes just a bit here at home.
We'll see what adjustments Coach Proper has made for this group that has adjusted well all season long. So some opposition runs. Bryson Burke checks in for the first time. Parker gets the first step again to the basket. He missed both of his free throws last time. He'll have a chance to redeem himself here.
Yeah, Proper again with another great find inside. Beautiful footwork to get to the cup, and now he's got to knock these two down, you'd hope, after going 0 for 2 in the last trip around.
That foul went on Michael Diaz. That's his first, team third, as that just bounces in for the Blue Devils. So Parker, the 6'2 freshman guard, will go 2 for 2 at the line. So here's that 1-2-2 that we talked about for the Blue Devils. They're going to try to trap these Rockets into some early turnovers. And a timeout called as Mike Matthew was sensing some trouble, and he'll burn one.
Yeah, just got that timeout off. Looked like there was a travel pending. But, yeah, like you saw right there, Mike Matthew just gets it off in time. So they're going to talk things over, try and get a set piece out of the timeout.
So the Blue Devils able to get 2 points at the line. However, does not mean the offense has found any stride here really at all. It's been a great job by Ridgedale on the other side locking up, especially on the road. Danville, usually some of their higher scoring outputs are here at home, and it makes sense. I mean, you're playing in front of your home crowd, but it has flipped on its head so far here in this first half of the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been credit, like you said, to Ridgedale. I mean, they have shot lights out from behind the perimeter here to open this one up, and there's not much you can do defensively unless maybe an earlier closeout, but the passing has been so efficient. They've been getting open more often than not.
They'll sneak the ball into Diaz, back out to Wren. Good movement from the Rockets as they continue to light it up from 3. There's an air ball, however, and Burke catches it on a bounce. Aiden Mickley sneaks a pass into Proper. That's deflected out of bounds. Could not be held in by the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and that time Carson Proper just was looking to score too quickly there. Only put out one hand to try and corral that pass. Slips off his fingers, and not the turnover you're looking to see here early for Coach Matt Proper.
It is rare to see the Blue Devils at this point in the game with just 4 points. Offense has been held to a standstill. In fact, just one field goal, and it was in the very first minute of the game. Rockets looking to keep foot on the gas. Turner already hit a 3, didn't have enough space to shoot there. Ball sneaks inside, and a travel as Jackson Cook, who has checked into the game, could not haul in the pass.
Yeah, that was a beautiful find inside. Jackson Cook just tried to go up with it before he ended up securing the basketball, and he's going to get the travel violation.
Proper sizes up Turner. He'll give to OG. Briggs Wallace in the game. He's been in for the last minute and a half, and he kicks it to some of the Danville football coaches watching here today. Out of bounds.
Yeah, and that time another miscommunication for the Blue Devils. Just not on the same page here, it looks like, early, and just seems like they're not themselves as of recent.
Into the game, J.J. Slaughterbeck gives it back to Turner, cross court, and Cook, sophomore to sophomore, three-pointer, way off. Dove on the floor, great hustle by Bryson, and this will be a held ball, arrow towards Danville.
Seems like the game plan is to try and let Ridgedale live and die by the 3. They hurt him a little bit earlier in the first couple threes that fall down, but last couple shots you've seen, as it wasn't Aiden Sawyer taking them, it's paid off. So they're going under the screen here, and we'll see if they continue that here tonight if the shooting keeps up.
A very animated Coach Matthew before that offensive possession for Danville was cheering on his team, and they earn an offensive foul on Gronberg, who's going to pick up his first foul. He'll already head to the bench again, and Carson checked back in.
Yeah, and Matt Proper, quick substitutions for him tonight, trying to find a lineup that's going to get them going. Hasn't had success yet on near turnover.
Turner out top, swings it to the far side. Slaughterbeck is held onto by Proper. So Carson picks up, I believe that should be, his first foul here of the game. High lob over the top, deflected out by Burke. In transition, Carson leads the attack. Couldn't finish, took a shot into the boards. So he will head to the free throw line, as it's been all Propers at the charity stripe so far.
I tell you what, that was a fearless attack to the cup there by Proper. Carson, I mean, he took a shot there by the padding on the wall, going up trying to finish through 2 defenders.
So right back to the free throw zone. The lefty will trigger one up. Ooh, miss it off to the side. That's been one weakness of Danville this year, 56% from the line.
Yeah,
Great stretch from Bryson Burke. He's going to check out, and in for him is Ashton Spalding.
Yeah, just like you mentioned, I mean, plaguing them all season long, and it's proving big here tonight. Already 6 free throw attempts and only 2 points to show for it.
Another 0 for 2 trip for Danville. They trail it by 7 towards the tail end of the first quarter. Sawyer is looking for his 3rd 3 of the game. Great rebound. Back outside, extra pass. Slaughterbeck a little long, and it's taken in by Parker, who has got his eyes up. Looks for his leading scorer, Mickley. And then a blocking foul will bail out Aiden, who is about to turn it over.
Yeah, I tell you what, he was not sure what he was going to do with that basketball. Just throws it away, but late foul call there. That one's going to be on J.J. Slaughterbeck. So now let's see if they can take advantage of the late call. Aiden Mickley now heading to the line, the 6'1 junior.
And the Blue Devils in the bonus, so that's something also to note. If they can start drawing some fouls on the Rockets, they could get back into this at the free throw line at the very least. As the first one drops for Aiden. Over 12.5 points per game. Just about 2 steals a contest. And he's just a junior. He'll be back next season. 2 for 2. Makes it now 4 for 8 from the free throw line for Danville. West Payne putting on the pressure. The sophomore gets it out. Turner finds Sawyer. Floater in the lane. Can't get the bounce. Nearing a minute to go in the first. Danville still just 1 field goal so far in the game. Proper attacks a double. Kicks it out to West. West has that field goal here so far, and it looks like he'll get another.
Beautiful move by Wesley Payne inside. Floats it up with the right hand, and now after an 11-2 early lead has cut down to 2 as there's a 3-pointer on the way. No good, but the hustle rebound by Sawyer.
They'll get it back out to the top. 30 seconds left. Force 3. It goes. And that's the story of the first quarter. Jackson Cook joins the party from beyond the arc. Carson bumped from behind, missed the layup. And Aiden gets the ball in the tap. 14 seconds left. Aiden out top will win a whistle, and they're going back to the stripe.
Now a chance to catch our breath here. I was going to mention Jackson Cook. I mean, the 3-pointer with the hand in the face. What a shot there as you see the foul on your screen. So it's going to be another trip to the line for the Blue Devils. 4 for 8 here tonight.
And Aiden keeps his hot streak going. 2-possession game. And Mickley cans the second. He is 4 for 4 from the line, trying to help his Blue Devils out. Under 10 seconds left. Ridgedale gets it across the timeline. They'll find Cook again. Heat check. Buzzer sounds. Jackson Cook, 2 cold-blooded threes. Give them a 7-point lead at the end of 1. We'll take a break, come back live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Back here from Danville, live and free on the OH Report. Let us know where you're watching from. Leave a comment on one of our live streams here, whether on YouTube or Facebook. We'll shout you right back out. Shout out to Sheila watching on Facebook, cheering on these Blue Devils who trail by 7 thanks to 2 straight threes, heavily contested, taken by Jackson Cook, and they both fell as it's now 17-10. Hot shooting from beyond the arc has led Ridgedale to this lead, and they earn a foul inside as Diaz was hit hard.
Yeah, and going back to what you were talking about, first quarter recap, 5 threes in that opening quarter for the Rockets. Couldn't miss, it felt like, from behind the line as they have a 7-point lead here as there's a quick turnover on the inbound pass.
Dangerous pass to Parker. He's able to haul it in. Parker crosses over in the lane. Ooh, too hard off the glass. Can't get the rebound either. Taken in by Turner. That's a point-blank shot that Danville cannot finish on. Sawyer, corner 3. Good contest by Payne. However, the ball tapped out by the Blue Devils. But you can tell that Rockets have decided tonight they're going to live or die by the 3, and so far they're living well. Rockets on the reset. Backdoor cut towards the basket. That one tapped off of, looked like the leg of Turner, and West wins a turnover.
Wesley Payne, beautiful cutoff inside. Tries to drive in, and Wesley Payne pokes it away off the defender.
West finds Ashton into the corner. Parker left open. Needed that. It would have been their first 3 of the game, as now it's a loose ball foul on the backside rebound. Take a look at this again, thanks to Elite Preparedness. Looks like they'll get Bryson Burke on the reach around.
It just feels like the Devils can't get anything going here offensively.
Sawyer steps in, off the back iron, tapped out, and this will go towards Danville. Another one of our keys, Ethan, was for Ridgedale to crash the glass. We've seen that so far today.
Yes, we have. Even on the ones they're not getting, you still see at least 2 Rockets flying inside trying to fight for the rebound, and the Devils having to work for everything they're getting right now.
And even if they tap it out of bounds, most of the time they're making sure it's last off a Blue Devil.
Yeah.
Briggs Wallace, crossover, step in, tough shot. Look at Proper on the glass. We saw that all game long against Northside Christian earlier this week. Diaz puts his head down. Left-handed shot, no good. On the deflection, shortest player on the floor, Mason Turner, gets the follow. It has not been pretty on the glass for the Blue Devils here early in this game as they still trail by 7. Ashton catch and shoots. Tried to use the glass. Look at Briggs frying. That is 2 big rebounds from freshman Ethan.
Parker Proper trying to will his team back into this game. 2 already made baskets for him.
Danville student section intensifies as Diaz wins a blocking foul. And it looks like they'll give 2 shots to Ridgedale too. It'll be their first shots at the line.
Looked like they were gonna get Bryson Burke on the blocking foul there. Fans weren't pleased with it nonetheless though. Not Jackson Cook, excuse me, Michael Day's back to the line.
We'll see that one bounce off the side iron near side. 19-14. Rockets have led for all but the first minute of this game. First two shots at the line, they missed the first, and they split the pair. First to 20 are the Rockets. Blue Devils in a bind, looking to try to seize control back in this game as Sawyer pokes that ball all the way back, but Briggs able to collect it. Wallace drive, kick, Mickley corner. This is a little bit short off to the right. Sawyer eyes up the floor. Maybe got away with a walk as he finds Schuster, who will dance around Spalding. Back out Turner. Turner, cross-court pass, right into the shooting pocket of Sawyer. There's another board inside for Ridgedale. Billy Wren off a screen. And Coach Matthey barks out orders. Another play call coming. We'll slow it up with Ridgedale. Wren lost his dribble. Parker ups the pressure. And a foul on the pass to Sawyer. That'll get called on Briggs. Is going to be his first.
And Jonathan, I cannot wait to see the numbers tonight on the offensive glass for Ridgedale once we get those stats. It's been impressive to watch so far. They are fighting for, it seems like, every shot that goes off their iron. They came in tonight knowing what they need to do against a physical Danville team, and they are ready to face the task because there's going to be a 5-second violation, so it's going to be Blue Devil basketball here. A forced turnover. Still a 6-point game here. Just under 5 left to go in this first half.
And I will say that was a pretty slow 5 seconds, too, from when you typically see officials rush it a little bit, but still, Ridgedale not able to get anything in. It's another turnover for the Rockets. Briggs, walled up defense, still able to fight through. 4-point game. This is the closest Danville has been since they had the lead. Far side corner. Wren will hop off a screen. And there goes Cook again, respecting his range. Spalding steps up. Rocket hits the deck. It was 4-on-5 there for a moment, but they're back to full strength as Schuster dances around. Second team all NWCC. Coach Proper wanted an offensive foul on Diaz there and also wanted to travel. Things are getting a little bit spicy here from Danville. Schuster, fake with the head, off the back iron with the shots. Blue Devils looking to make it a one-possession game as Proper takes a shot from Cook. It's a good stretch there if you're Danville, a nice long defensive stand.
And the crowd's finally getting into it now. You can feel the Blue Devil faithful getting loud as there's going to be an inbound coming up for Ashton Spalding.
He'll lob it over the top to Carson. Carson back to Ashton. Turns the corner, nothing there. Finds Mickley to the top of the key. Mickley gets the step, fights inside, and Slaughterbeck will be called for his first foul of the game, and Mickley's going right back to the stripe.
That's been the story of the night here for the Rockets. They have been unable, I should say, so far to defend the post without committing a violation, as the first free throw's good for Aiden Mickley. This is where the Blue Devils have scored most of their points for the evening.
Aiden Mickley is now 6 for 6 at the free throw line to really help the Blue Devils cash in that department. It is now a one-possession game for the first time since Danville trailed 3-2. Spalding gets a deflection. Loose ball taken in by Ridgedale, and they get it out of traffic. And then a foul. So Cook was on it, and they'll call a reach in. I don't know who it's going to end up being on. They were both there, but they will officially book it to Wes Payne. That's his first. And that's already bonus time for the Rockets.
Now you got Jackson Cook to the line. He had the hot hand in the first quarter. He gets the friendly bounce there, up off the iron, high into the nylon there. So he continues his shooting excellence as he now has 7 points on the evening.
Goes 1 for 2 just like his teammate Diaz earlier. They're 2 for 4 from the line in this game. However, another offensive rebound. I think you can kind of figure out what Coach Proper's going to talk about in the locker room for these Blue Devils. Slaughterbeck tries to sneak one into Cook, taken away by Danville. Chance to tie with a 3 or to get a little bit closer. That's lost off of Parker's leg.
And what a hustle play there that time. Forcing the turnover, J.J. Slaughterbeck. Danville had numbers, Jonathan. You had Jackson Cook slow to get up on the defensive end, and Danville had a chance to put it back to within 1, potentially tie the game, and the hustle play by J.J. Slaughterbeck, putting his body on the line, getting the Rockets the basketball back.
It has been a great battle here so far in this first half. We've got 2.5 minutes to go in it as Ridgedale leads by 3. Their biggest lead of the day is 7 as Payne gets a hand in the passing lane. Still Slaughterbeck on it. Slaughterbeck splits the entire defense out to the corner. Sawyer was hoping he'd let that shot go. However, he missed it, but a foul called, and we will have 2 shots again for Morrill Ridgedale. Been a busy night at the line for both teams. Free throws 5 and 6 now for the Rockets. JJ misses the first, one of 7 seniors for a veteran squad. You can very easily understand why they won a share of their conference title this year. A lot of experience and a lot of ferocity all across the floor. They're making Danville work really hard for this defensive rebounds. Ashton rips by, spins around the defense, gets inside and 1. And a chance to tie it at the stripe.
How about Ashton Spalding? Big finish there for the big fella. Chance for an and 1 opportunity and to tie this game up.
And Ashton will do just that. Tied for the first time since 0-0. And a steal. Parker inside and 1 again. Parker Proper headed to the line on a silly foul from Ridgedale underneath the basket.
And you can feel it in the gym now. The Blue Devils have found new life here with the relentless effort to will themselves back into this game after being down 11-2.
So subs will come in. The foul there was on Isaac Lust. That is his second. He is forced to the bench. In for him is Billy Wren. Back to the free throw zone. Danville Tire and Alignment getting their money's worth here in this one. And Parker cannot get the free throw in. He is 0 for 3 from the line today. Under 2 minutes left. Ridgedale has gone cold from beyond the arc. Slaughterbeck, drive, kick, Sawyer drives inside. He finds an open Wren for 3. Late contest is too late. And the Rockets right back in front.
And that is beautiful basketball there by Ridgedale, finding Billy Wren on the near wing, and he buries it to give the Rockets the lead back as a quick take inside, rims right out of.
And Proper the rebound, but he was out of bounds. That ball rolled all the way around the lid and just would not drop. So Rockets still hold on to a 1-point advantage. Full court man out of Danville. Broken initially by the Rockets. Wren will drive the baseline, spin around, got his defender on the ground. And now a cut. Blocked, but a foul called. Take a look at the replay again, brought to you by Elite Preparedness. Briggs was certainly clean on the block. It may have been another offender. I think it's going to be Mickley that picks it up. But no, on the scoreboard, it looks like they will put it on Briggs, even though.
Wonder if they got him maybe on the body contact instead of the block shot, because it surely wasn't that. That was all ball there. As maybe a ball don't lie moment, perhaps. Aiden Sawyer misses the first free throw, so still a 1-point lead for Ridgedale.
We'll give you a second look at it. I don't know, man. I don't know, Ethan.
Yeah, well, interesting. Fans weren't happy about it nonetheless. Sawyer, second free throw up and good this time. So now Ridgedale with a 2-point lead here, 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the first half.
Payne will bring it across with a pass to Briggs Wallace. Curling on a cut, Mickley is doubled. Issues inside, does not get a whistle. And however, afterwards, it is another foul.
Yeah, Blue Devil faithful wanted a jump ball, and you can hear the groans in the arena. They have not felt like this game has been officiated in a neutral way, but we play on here, and Ridgedale in the bonus. Gonna get some free throws again. Sawyer back at the line.
While the whistles have not gone Danville's way in these last couple of possessions, as we see the first one knocked down by Sawyer, they are one away from getting back into the bonus, a place they were in the first quarter, so that's a positive on their end. Just want to stay aggressive. As you could tell, that's what Mickley was doing in the last possession. Just couldn't get a whistle out of the officials on that trip. It is now 27-23, Ridgedale really giving it to the number 2 seed here in the district. The underdogs lead by 4. Payne pestered, gets it to Spalding in the corner. 40 seconds left here in quarter number 2. Briggs swings it around into the post. Proper spins, gets inside, banks it home.
Beautiful move there by Proper, using the body, taking advantage. Inside is now a wide open 3. Nope, not going to elect to take it. Going to reset here, going to save it potentially for the last shot.
Yeah, I got to think this could potentially be the last shot here for Ridgedale, trying to keep that lead heading into the locker rooms. As Sawyer holds it, defended by Spalding. Out to Wren. And Wren gives it to Turner with under 10 seconds to go. Ridgedale, it has been a show here in the first half from beyond the arc. They got another one in them. They'll kick to the corner. Sawyer, fading shot at the buzzer. It is Sawyer's 3rd triple of the game, and it sends the Rockets into the locker room with a 5-point lead over the number 2 seeded Danville Blue Devils.
Oh my goodness. How about Aiden Sawyer falling away deep in the corner, and nothing but nylon there for Sawyer as he now gives Ridgedale a 5-point lead over the 2-seeded Blue Devils. We've got action here, Jonathan.
We will take a break, come back with the halftime show presented to you by the Killbuck Savings Bank. We'll be back.
For 9 years, people have asked us one question. What exactly does Elite Preparedness do? We train everyday Americans to protect what matters most. From Ohio CCW courses and advanced firearms training to the largest Armed Women of America chapter in the state, from church and school safety programs under House Bill 99. to training state, local, and federal law enforcement. We provide armed security, secure transportation, asset protection, and elite-level executive protection for those who require the highest standard. Preparedness, protection, professionalism, elite preparedness, training warriors, protecting leaders, empowering families.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It's time to take a second and thank your sponsors here on the OH Report, live and free. Thank you so much to the Killbuck Savings Bank. Since 1900, KSB has been proud to serve our community with dedication, integrity, and a commitment to your financial success. Also a shout out to the Bottleneck Bar and Grill, family owned and operated with locally sourced produce and cold drinks in a safe, clean, friendly place to be. Also a huge shout out to Elite Preparedness, Ohio's premier destination for shooting ranges, firearms training and sales, physical security services, and executive protection. Also our MVP sponsor, Straight A Signs, bringing your vision to life with bold vinyl lettering, eye-catching custom apparel, and high-quality sports uniforms that make your brand or team stand out from the crowd. Danville Tire and Alignment for all your automotive and light truck service and repairs. Go Devils. And then finally, Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community. We'll step aside, take another 30-second break. We will come back with your every single score from that first half, and then we'll also have some numbers here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
And we return here with the third quarter live and free on the OH Report. Jonathon Langdon alongside Ethan Cline. That halftime clock snuck up on us a little bit, but we are set to go. 30-25. Rockets leading by 2 possessions as Wes Payne. Wild shot is no good, able to win himself the rebound. He'll go up with the reverse. And that's a great start, explosive start to the third quarter.
How about Wes Payne there not giving up on his first missed shot, gets the rebound and then hustles inside and one opportunity here, and this would be big for them trying to gain some momentum. Off of the slow first half, it felt like primarily scored off of free throw attempts as he can't convert on the end one play. It's going to be a missed free throw there. So now Ridgedale, hot start in the first half coming right out of the
Schuster wide open from 3. Shot no good, rebounded by Payne. West scans the floor. He'll attack the defense. Schuster gets a clean strip on the ball. West still on it, no whistle. And Coach Proper calls a timeout. So an early one here in the third quarter. Let us get a de facto halftime show up here on the OH Report. It'll be just a 30-second timeout, but let's get you a look at those numbers heading into the third quarter. I was kind of numbering them up before I looked at the clock, but I mean, 0 threes for Danville it's not normal for this group to go without a 3.5.
Yeah, absolutely. It felt like they were kind of off their game a little bit. Ridgedale did a great job pressing up top, allowing the kind of game plan was to make them drive inside and make their free throws ultimately, which they haven't been able to do much of. 9 for 13, you saw that right there on the stat sheet. And that's been the big part of this game. It's been Ridgedale taking advantage from behind the arc, and Danville has not.
Danville with 3 timeouts left. So the Blue Devils down a possession, looking to inch their way closer as Proper wins the lane. He's now got 10 to lead all scorers for Danville. Other side, Ridgedale, nice footwork inside. Sawyer is short on the floater, and the Blue Devils looking to run out. This is much more like it from Danville as they take the lead. It is a 6-0 run to start the third.
Parker Proper must have shot out of a firework to open this second half up. Already 4 big points in the 1-point lead now for the Blue Devils.
Ball entered to the post. Diaz double teamed, back out. Schuster flirting with a 3, decides not to take it. Gets his defender in the air. Floater, missed. Diaz offensive rebound, misses again, gets another rebound, and look at Gronberg fly in, win the jump ball, arrow towards Ridgedale, however, it'll stay here. We have not said Owen Gronberg's name hardly at all in this game, but makes a statement there inside.
Yeah, those are the type of winning plays you need there, where it looked like another easy opportunity to go up and with the putback.
And a rough-looking shot from Sawyer, as it seems like this Ridgedale team shook up after what adjustments Danville has made here in the third. Proper attacks again, ends up outside. Mickley gets the step, out to Payne, high, arcing 3. Blue Devils on a 9-0 run, timeout by the Rockets.
How about the Blue Devils here to open this one up? Big run, and they're now sitting pretty up 4 here.
I mean, this has been night and day from Danville from the first half to the second. Ethan, what has changed? What are you seeing?
I mean, what it's looked like so far is Danville is just attacking the glass, and now it's forcing the kick out, which the open shooter has been able to knock down this half so far. And from the Rocket offensive end, you haven't seen much. Feels like they haven't really been able to find their identity. Really, they relied heavily on the three-point shooting in the first half, and they were fortunately able to convert. You saw a couple heavily contested ones that were able to drop this time. This go around, it's not going to be the same. I mean, can't expect to make those all game long, and it's really plagued them so far here early.
You're looking at their first 3 of the contest, and it comes just over a minute into the third quarter. So you knew Danville's cold shooting, it would not continue throughout the entire rest of the game. Well, here it is. They're starting to heat up now at a very crucial time if you're Ridgedale to try to get yourself back into it. This is the most you've trailed today.
Yeah. It just almost felt like the way the Rockets have been playing wasn't going to be sustainable throughout the game. You know, they've been really just relying heavily on the outside scoring. They haven't been able to find it so far here.
They hit 7 threes in that first half. 5 of them came in a loaded first quarter. Nice job on the backdoor here as Turner gets the bucket.
Right on cue there. Great backdoor cut inside. That's what's going to win you the basketball games.
Proper crossover move, runs into a teammate. New burst of speed out to Mickley. Turner looks ahead. Mason Turner's had a great game so far with 7 points. Wren bounce pass back to the top. They'll enter it into the post. Diaz 1 point so far today. He's blocked. And Danville called for another foul. And I'll be honest, folks, I don't see it here.
They're going to say he caught the elbow, but I'm right there with you. I didn't see much, and Coach Proper not pleased with the call. You could hear the groans from the fans. It's going to be Dees here to the free throw line. We'll see if he can convert.
Oh, and he banks it in. Impressive shot there from the senior big man. So a chance to tie it here if he can pull that heroic off again.
Yeah, Dees he's had a couple free throws here tonight go off the glass first before it touches the iron, and this time it pays off. Maybe that's something he's been working on here.
I think he just looked over at his dad for some advice there on the free throw. Didn't end up working out. He'll split the pair. Spalding catches a high pass, and he'll force the issue. Nobody to go to, has to retreat it out to Mickley. Already nearing the halfway mark in the third as Aiden's pass is wide, and Spalding a little frustrated, not able to link up with him.
Yeah, he had Spalding wide open down low. Would have been an easy 2. Just couldn't find him.
It's turnover number 7 for the Blue Devils here in the game. Sawyer looking for some help. He'll find Wren, now to Schuster. Schuster on the elbow, out of room. And continued movement here for Ridgedale as Schuster attacks inside. Nice block by Proper. Proper pass 2, has the numbers up ahead. He'll stop at the elbow and knock it down. I mean, he's got a silky game, Ethan.
Absolutely. Great job by Proper getting to his spot there. He knew that was good from the moment it left his hands.
14 points for the freshman sensation. And OG gets a steal. Right back to Gronberg. He'll stop at the three-point line, lob it inside. Carson bumps. No call. And again, the Blue Devil fans are up on their feet. You can hear them in front of us.
Man, you can hear it loud in this gym. Not pleased at all, Coach Proper.
Whenever you see Coach Proper down on his knees like that, you see him at the top of the screen. That's when something is hitting the nerve. Uh-oh. And a foul on Proper as he was denying the backdoor from Cook. We'll see if we got this on camera.
Oh, man.
But you saw Carson, well, I guess he didn't see it, but I saw Carson after the foul call on him. He was pleading that Cook kind of had him in a strangle.
Yeah.
Gronberg ups the ante. Slaughterbeck can't stay in bounds. Getting chippy here in the third as Danville leads by 3.
Sauer also, you can hear the fans there talking directly to the officials. It could get ugly here if we don't try and get this under control fast, but man, electric atmosphere. This is tournament basketball, folks.
A sectional championship game. Ball ends up with Proper, heat check, left wing. Missed, Cook flies in for the rebound. Last year, Danville was knocked out in the sectional championship game. Trying to right a wrong here tonight as they will strip this out with Ashton Spalding.
A good take there that time, Mason Turner. That's what they've got to be able to do here is drive inside, and they haven't been able to do much. It just feels like they've been stagnant thus far in this half. Haven't able to really get a play set up or find an open shooter, so we'll see how they can adjust going forward as they're right on cue. Three-pointer, no good.
A little bit short there from Cook. Parker crosses the floor, sitting on 14 points. That's a team high. Mickley, nice triple threat move, and he'll win 2 free throws on his drive that picks up a foul on Caden Kravek, who's in for the first time. I mean, a good burst of speed there, Ethan.
Yeah, Aiden Mickley, 6 points, in this ball game. He's been very efficient thus far here tonight from the free throw line. We'll see if he can keep it up.
A 100% so far. Aiden Mickley is on the game. And he just keeps it going. Danville leads by 5. 8 points for Aiden Mickley. Proper headed to the bench. They'll have to find scoring elsewhere as West returns to the contest. He's got 9. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. See a shuffle for Ridgedale as they see Danville's diamond press. Slaughterbeck close to getting trapped in the corner. He outruns the defense. Cook triggers another 3. He's lost his touch since the end of the first quarter. Wes attacks, gets inside, and one again. Wes Payne, a second and 1 of the game.
Second of this half, too, might I mention, Jonathan. He has caught fire here and really feels like Danville. I don't know what Matt Perper said in that timeout, but he's got these boys playing their hearts out here early, now up 7. Remember, 11-2 was the deficit early in this first quarter. They found themselves and they've worked themselves all the way back. It's now an 8-point lead for the Blue Devils.
Great stretch from Aiden Mickley. He'll check out, head to the bench. Briggs Wallace replaces him to play some defense in this trap that looks like it could work wonders here in the third. However, Proper with a defensive tackle of Mason Turner. That's just the secondary mode of him. Of course, he's a safety for the football team. That just kind of came out today.
Yeah, he took a hard shot there. Mason Turner, a little bit of a limp here as he is walking back to his spot. Looks like he might. Nope, he's going to remain in the ball game. He's a tough kid. Good to see him.
You can take the football away from the kid, but you can't take the kid away from the football. Just some instincts kicked in there as Ridgedale turns things over. Looks like now there's a confusion. 2 officials made different calls. They'll fix it up. And this should be Blue Devil basketball, and yes, it is. So Danville up by 8. Big possession here. They could take a double-figure lead for the first time tonight from either side. Briggs tried to fake the pass, and he ends up getting a tug from Slaughterbeck. And now the boos coming from the other side of the gym.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's getting chippy here, and that was a beautiful ball fake inside that time by Briggs Wallace. If that foul wasn't there, he would have had a wide-open layup.
4-low look. They'll have to retreat it out to Payne, who's now got 12. Wes just squeezes in the pass to Spalding. I mean, that was on a dot.
Pinpoint accuracy leads to that easy bucket there that time by Spalding. And now the other way, projected inside.
Fight for the loose ball, and a pass tried to get snuck in. Ridgedale turns it over, however, Briggs picks up a double dribble. And you can make the call at home, but there is the argument that he was still fighting for possession, but on our angle, I think we got it pretty good. He had 2 hands on the basketball.
And the Ridgedale fans are wanting a technical on Coach Matt Proper. I mean, it's going back and forth here.
Gotta love the energy. Small gym basketball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, small school basketball is great, but when you play it in a small gym, it gets even better. I love this gym. It's one of my favorite places to take in a game.
Absolutely. I tell you what, you hear every chirp and every call made in this gym, and it gets heated quick.
And when it gets down to the wire, It's going to be a special scene. Mickley wins the steal in transition. He'll rise up and lay it in. Timeout Ridgedale as Aiden Mickley immediately checks back in, makes a statement, and the Blue Devil fans are on their feet. So now 2 timeouts left for Ridgedale, 3 still to go for Danville, and it has been a 20-3 third quarter.
My goodness, that absurd number there. I tell you what, this is going to need to be marked down when you read about the storyline of the game. This opening third quarter for the Blue Devils, something special to watch here.
Time to give a huge shout out to our fans watching live and free here on the OH Report. Shout out to Wari cheering on the Blue, Dora as well, Bonnie both watching, Misty cheering on the Rockets, cheering on specifically Aiden Sawyer, who has had a game today. And then Ridgedale FFA jumping in, talking about the entire Rocket squad, and also Aiden, who knocked down that buzzer beater fadeaway shot in the corner. And then Cheryl watching for the Blue Devils, and that's it. If anybody else that wants a shout out here on this broadcast today, leave a comment on Facebook and we'll get to you. I'll jump over to the YouTube chat for our next timeout. We'll get some shout outs there too.
And speaking of Aiden Sawyer, I mean, you've got to think he needs to get going here in this second half. He had 12. There's going to be a hard foul there on the near baseline. But like I said, Aiden Sawyer had 12 points in that first half. He was leading all scorers at the time and has yet to score a point here in the second half. Going to look to see if he can get involved if they want to try and come back and win this one.
Jumping over to YouTube too as Ridgedale nearly turns it over. Shout out to Poppy cheering on the Rockets. It's great to see Ridgedale's picked up our broadcast tonight as they've put a great effort up against Danville as Wren knocks down to 3. That's now 6 points on the quarter here for the Rockets. Mickley, big hot step. He could not keep his balance. That's going to be a walk.
And I'll tell you what, Billy Wren is getting the Rockets going. He's got such a nice game. Love the way he works around. He's got a great jump shot there. You saw him knock down the three-pointer. He's only a junior, folks. He's got another great year ahead of him as a Rocket. He's been fun to watch here tonight, kind of being the energy for this team. And now numbers here.
Danville in retreat mode as Schuster had numbers, decides to hold it out instead. Schuster swings it back to Wren, stops at the free throw line, and that'll hit off the back iron. Diaz the rebound, drop step move, goes right into Proper. That's a big boys move.
Grown man finish there. Now 7-point game here. The Rockets are clawing back.
Under 40 seconds left here in quarter number 3. It has been a quarter to remember for the Blue Devils as they're fighting for a sectional title. Gromberg left the basketball behind, able to find Payne. Payne with 12 points, back inside, lost again by OG. He falls to the floor. Briggs from behind, able to snatch it away, but not without fouling. Just got in there on the take by Isaac Lust. And now, looks like the Rockets are back in the bonus, so back to the free throw line go the Rockets.
And that just when you thought the Blue Devils were going to try and deliver a knockout punch here late in this third quarter, the Rockets have responded right back as that first free throw is good. Now only a 6-point game.
We've been in the free throw zone often tonight. Shout out to Danville Tire and Alignment. Isaac Lust looking to go 2 for 2 at the line. And he goes 1 for 2 as he misses that one off the front iron. That's his only point of the contest. Payne slows it up. 10 seconds left in the third. Looking for a dagger here at the end of 3. Wes, nice pass snuck into Mickley, and it trickles in. Lead is up to 8. Shot at the horn, looking for another buzzer beater. Sawyer didn't have it in him again. That will send us to the fourth. Blue Devils storm through in the third. In a quarter, they won 22-9. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Money time coming up next.
Do you know what it takes to get yourself and your family prepared? Elite Preparedness is here to help, offering training and courses in concealed carry, defensive CCW, tactical pistol, and many more. We also have an on-site indoor gun range and a retail, firearms, ammo, and preparedness supplies store, serving a growing public and private need for all hazards preparedness with a professional and personal approach. Contact Elite Preparedness today, 740-263-1234, or at 25580 Bell Church Road.
Fourth quarter action here live and free on the OH.REPORT. As you see the student section that is shown out for Danville, it's ESPN night. Underneath everybody standing, I think I saw Siren Wallace from the Danville football team. He had a headset on calling the game. A couple of other guys down there. I should ask for their names beforehand, but they have been putting on the call of their lives as Danville has been fighting for a sectional title game. They have crawled all the way back and then some as they lead by 8 thanks to a 22-9 third quarter as we now head into the fourth. This Payne will bring it across the timeline with some pressure applied by Isaac Lust. Ball will enter immediately to Parker Proper, who fades away and misses his first shot short. Ethan, in the fourth quarter, Rockets are going to need to find something. What do you think that something's going to be?
Absolutely. It's going to be really come down to the outside shot making, as you saw another miss there from Aiden Sawyer, but it's going to be finding open looks. It feels like right now they're just getting a little bit on their toes, knowing their season's on the line, and they're forcing up errant shots, and that's not what's going to get it done here tonight, as there's another appears to be errant shot. Rebound now. It's go time for the Rockets to see if they can get a play set up.
Mickley was looking for the foul on that last shot, did not get it. As Lust drives, attacks, finds Sawyer in the corner, and Sawyer finds Wren, who's had the hot hand. Billy Wren taking over here in the second half. He's got 9.
Billy Wren not ready to go home yet. Fighting to stay alive. 5-point game now, 7 minutes to go.
Just a junior fighting for all 7 of his senior teammates. Proper sees a double. It leaves a wide open Carson. Great job keeping his eyes up to find the easy bucket. Sawyer steps into one. They will not go away quietly into the Danville night. 15 points for Aiden Sawyer. 6.5 to go as Danville will have to fend off some hot shooting. Starting to build up again from the Rockets. Remember, they saw 5 threes drop from their opposition in the first quarter alone. This team can heat up in an instant. Ashton, look at him rip away another rebound, and he wins a foul.
What a rebound by Ashton Spalding. That's a grown man board right there. Ripping it off the defender. That was Billy Wren fighting for it.
So out of the inbound here, we'll see a box setup for the Blue Devils. Proper loses his dribble, finds his brother Carson. Mickley in the corner has not had his three-point shot today. Ball stripped away by Wren, but it ends up with Wes. Wes takes what's given to him. Carson swings it. Parker finds his brother inside. He's fouled from behind. Headed back to the free throw zone here on the OH.REPORT.
Another lack of communication inside, wide open again. That was Carson Proper. He's going to head back to the line. He's got 2 of those down low here in the last couple possessions.
Carson gets the first one to drop. Blue Devils are the first to 50. As we'll see another solid shooter enter the floor for Ridgedale. Jackson Cook, the sophomore 6'2 post, plays more like a 3-and-D.
And you got all the scorers in now for Ridgedale. They're looking to make a push here late as that one takes a friendly roll inside.
That's very good to see if you're Danville, a team that shoots 56% from the line. You see one of your players that struggles a bit more from the stripe go 2 for 2. Great offense to break the press as we'll see the reset for Ridgedale. Sawyer finds Wren, gets Wesley to bite. Now ball ends in Up to Lust, back outside. Wren, deep ball. Oh my goodness. It is a one-possession game.
Billy Wren's all I got to say, folks.
That is 12 on the day, most of which have come in the second half. Parker able to beat his defender as Schuster was off balance when he bumped into him. The three ball has resurged here for Ridgedale, and that's helping them inch closer. They trail by 3, defending the Devils. And a timeout, or no, it's a 5-second call.
No timeout call there by Coach Proper. I don't know if he thought he had more time or not, but nonetheless.
And numbers now up ahead in the corner. Sawyer, great look. Off the bounce. Look who's there for the rebound. Wren hauls it in, and it looks like some Devils didn't hear the whistle, but there was one on the loose ball. So it will be the first team foul on Danville of the quarter, and it's picked up by Aiden Mickley. That's his third. Ball snuck back in. Wren with 12, pestered by Carson Proper. Cook looking for options, still has his dribble. Gives it up to Schuster. Schuster from the triple threat. Briggs staying with him stride for stride. However, just at the very end, a foul is called.
And that's a great drive inside there by Vince Schuster, the senior guard. He's got so much more to play for. He's going to take a trip to the line, chance to make it a 1-point game.
So the senior draws the foul on the freshman Briggs. That's his fourth. Fouls are starting to stack up for Danville, so it is worth taking a check down on all of the players in foul trouble. You've got Briggs Wallace with 4, Aiden Mickley has 3, Carson Proper has 3, and then Parker Proper with 2. And then on the other side, the only real foul trouble, 3 fouls for Vince Schuster, who goes 2 for 2 at the line. It is now a 1-point game here from the Devil's Den.
That's big time there by your veteran leader, knocking them both down in the clutch.
Crossover by Mickley. Kick, Bryson Burke. He's not a shooter. Nearly able to get that one to go. Nearing the halfway mark in the fourth. Chance to take the lead back. Lust finds Wren. Wren dances on Mickley, who's got to be careful with 3 fouls. Coach Matthew barking out orders. Wren has been hot here in the second half. He's on the basketball, loses his dribble. Sawyer, catch and shoot, fade away, will just bounce out. Don't know how that one did not drop through the cords. Double team Proper forced to give it up. Searing pass, Carson Proper. Whistle inside, it'll be a blocking foul on Schuster, and that was one of the guys we said who was in foul trouble. He's now got 4.
Man, he took a hard shot there. Carson Proper is every inch of 6'2", and he delivers a blow and draws the contact for the foul. So it's going to be a baseline inbound. It's going to be Ashton Spalding.
And Coach Matthews sees too much value in Schuster. He takes him out with 3:47 left. He knows he needs him towards the end of the game. Burke, straight line drive. Ooh, landed on a rocket. It's now going to be a 3-on-4 the other way as there was a big collision on the other side. Outnumbered, it does not matter for Ridgedale. They're back in front. Big 3 from Isaac Lust.
And it looks like Michael Dees is banged up down low.
And Proper responds. All knotted at 53 for now. Ethan, this has been everything we've asked for.
It really has. You could not ask for a better basketball game here. Parker Proper has taken over for these Blue Devils in the second half. He's now up to 17 points with that made free throw. Now propels the Blue Devils back to a 1-point lead. 3 minutes and 22 seconds to go. It's going to come down to it.
Staying in the diamond press. Ridgedale plays it short. Ball lost. Slaughterbeck has to go grab it, and he cannot haul it in before it goes out. Turnover by the Rockets in a big spot.
And just a miscommunication down low. My goodness.
Very deep sideline inbounds here for the Blue Devils. Not the easiest one to get in. However, Ridgedale does, unfortunately, make it a bit easy on him.
And you've got to give the ball back to Parker Proper here. Let him go to work.
Parker just gets it to Mickley. Mickley puts his head down, gets inside, too strong. Rebound by Diaz. Lust pushes the pace. Outside, Sawyer looking to heat up again. That one would have taken the lead back.
And you didn't need that there. It's heavily contested. Aiden Sawyer could have slowed it down. As there's a foul on the...
Nope, it's a timeout.
Oh, yeah,
Coach Proper gets it out.
That looked like you saw Billy Wren hit the floor. Might have been a foul call as the whistle, but it's timeout nonetheless.
So after Ridgedale in the third quarter lost 22-9, they respond with a 14-7 fourth to make it a 1-point game. Blue Devils in front for now. But a great stretch of basketball, as it's going to be an entertaining finish to a sectional championship game. Remember, these two teams played 2 weeks ago. Danville won in big fashion. They won 57-40. Rockets retooled. They drew some things up, and here they are now in crunch time towards the end of the fourth.
Yeah, now a chance. I mean, all you need is a stop here, and then, like we said, still 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. You don't need it all back at once.
So this will be Danville basketball.
Yeah, and if I'm Matt Proper, I'm going right back to Parker Proper. I'm going to let him win us or lose us this game. First team all KMAC. He's been electric this second half.
Back in play from the Devil's Den. West Payne also has 12 points. He's had a great offensive performance himself, who nearly lost his pivot. Proper with it out top. The freshman earning his wings, steps into the basket, banks it in.
And right on cue, who else? Parker Proper now. 19 points.
Blue Devil student section as loud as they've been all night. Slaughterbeck finds some separation. Proper saves it in. And Parker in a double spins away. Behind the back move. Finds Carson. And the ball will swing with 2 minutes to go. Inside, Spalding wins the positioning. And one for the Blue Devils. It is a two-possession game again.
Ashton Spalding going down low, wins the brute force battle. And you couldn't find a better time to get that one to fall as the Danville crowd here erupts. Huge, huge play for the senior guard.
And Spalding now with 7 on the night. 3 in double figures for Danville, Payne, Mickley, and also Parker Proper. And now Spalding right up there with him with 8. 59-53.
And you've still got time here if you're Ridgedale. You don't need to force anything up. That's not a good shot.
Couple groans for a travel. They won't get the call. Lust holds it out top, looking for a hot Sawyer, who is cooling down as the game gets towards the end. And it's headed towards Danville now.
Yeah, and that's exactly the thing you didn't need there. A little deeper shot than you'd hope for. Still had a minute 38. Unable to get it to fall now. So Danville going to go slow here, try and work this clock.
90 seconds left in a sectional championship game that Danville desperately needs to, of course, get back to the district tournament. Turnover. Schuster keeps his dribble, now steps into the lane. What a finish. And a timeout by Coach Matthey. That'll be Ridgedale's 4th timeout. They've got 1 to go. Danville's got 2 left in the game. This will be a 30-second, so everybody's going to stay up on their feet. And Ethan, I mean, what's game plan? I mean, for Danville, you're just trying to keep a hold of the basketball. If you're going to give it back to Ridgedale, it has to be on a missed shot. You cannot turn it over.
That's what I was going to say. The key for Danville is you got to get a shot up. You cannot turn this ball over. And if you're Ridgedale, you've got to look maybe down low. If you get the stop, you don't need a 3. Just quality shot. I like Billy Wren here for the Rockets. He's had the hot hand all half long. If you're going to take a 3, I want the ball in 15's hands.
Want to give one final shout out to our sponsors bringing you tonight's live and free coverage as we get down to the wire. Shout out to the Killbuck Savings Bank, the Bottleneck Bar and Grill, Elite Preparedness, Straight A Signs, Danville Tire and Alignment, and the Knox Community Hospital. Live and free on the OH Report. Final minute to go here in the 4th from the Devil's Den. Blue Devils looking for a sectional title to get back to the district tournament. And a foul on the reach-in here from Wren, and Billy is beside himself.
That one's a tricky one there. I didn't see the whole play. He might have gotten a piece of it, but Ridgedale fans thought it was all ball. As Aiden Mickley back to the line, and story of the night for him.
Continues the hot streak.
Yep.
60-55 after that free throw drops. Ridgedale will play chess here with their substitutions. Jackson Cook, another threat to shoot it, comes into the game. He'll probably do offense-defense swap with Michael Diaz. And Aiden Mickley, 8 for 8 from the line tonight.
Didn't want to give him the announcer's jinx before he took his shots, but that's what the story of the night was. And
Wren finds a lane, takes it, gets those points right back. 4 points separate the two sides. Briggs Wallace able to get out of a trap. Loses his dribble, though, and a timeout from Coach Proper.
Smart timeout there by Coach Proper.
So both teams will draw it up. We'll see, is it a full? It is a full timeout, so chance for both teams to catch a break, catch a breather. Danville made history on Tuesday night with a 20-win season, something they have not done in a very long time. Ridgedale on the other side, they made history winning their first share of a conference title in 20 years. So someone's going to continue this season in historic fashion, and right now Danville with that 4-point edge, it looks like it could be them, and if they do hold on, they'll be cutting down some nets for a sectional title.
Absolutely, and right out of this timeout, you want to get the ball back into Aiden Mickley's hands here. 8 for 8 from behind the charity stripe. If they're going to foul, it's got to be 11.
Both teams fighting for a spot in the district semifinal, which would likely be against the number 1 team in the district. Shekinah Christian took the bottom half of the district bracket. Danville opted to join them to potentially meet for a district semifinal. It would be huge, and it would be on Tuesday if it were to happen, as Proper is fouled, just trying to evade a couple defenders, and in the bonus, the Blue Devils will head to the line, and that's the 5th foul on Schuster. He is done for the night.
Schuster's played a heck of a game tonight. All-out effort from your senior guard. It doesn't look like he knows. Yeah, he didn't know he was fouled out for the game, so he's going to take a seat, and credit to him for a hard-played game tonight.
Schuster gets an ovation as he heads to the bench. He'll have to watch the rest of the way, see if his teammates can keep his career alive as a senior. Proper misses the first free throw. This has been his Achilles heel tonight, the charity stripe. Another 0 for 2 trip. Slaughterbeck, quick catch. He'll rise to the rim. Takes a big bump into the boards. He will now go to the free throw line.
And how about Parker Proper going 0 for 2 behind the line now, giving Ridgedale a chance if they're able to convert these. Still life for the Rockets.
We bragged about Aiden Mickley going 8 for 8 from the line. I believe, if I'm doing the math right, I think Parker's 1 for 8 from the line. It's been a rough go.
Yeah, and that is so tough. You've been gifted some free throw opportunities and can't convert the first.
However, the Rockets on the other side missed the first. Free throw shooting has been rough this season all across the state of Ohio. Ridgedale, however, makes that to make it a one-possession game. Briggs spins, just able to get it across the timeline. Zips one out to Parker, and Ridgedale going to play the game of, let's see if Parker can knock down some free throws, because it has not been the theme tonight.
It's going to be huge for him here. He's 1 for 8, like you said, so we'll see what he's able to do here when the team needs him most. What's the first team All-KMAC going to do?
Another miss. Still a three-point game. Cook back in for offense for the Rockets.
Watch out for Ashton Spalding here on the rebound if it's no good.
Parker breaks the streak. 2 possessions separate the sides. 20 seconds left. Slaughterbeck nearly falls. Finds Sawyer. Back to JJ. Lobs it over the top. Lust. Sawyer. Got to get a shot up. They don't even get one. Spalding scoops the steal. And the final touches may be coming for the Blue Devils. Still no foul. And now Ashton fouled with 6.4 to go. And Wes loving it. Gives a high five to Spalding as he heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, and they needed to get a shot off there. Had a couple chances for it and was trying to find a better look, but with no time, you just got to hoist one up. Nonetheless, now Ashton Spalding, blue-collar performance tonight, unable to get the first free throw to fall.
It would take a Herculean effort for Ridgedale to pull something out here and tie or take the lead. Devils get back on defense. Spalding goes 1 for 2 at the line. 5-point game. Sawyer pushes everybody forward. Long pass to Wren. Finds separation at the volleyball line. It's off, and the Devils win themselves a sectional title here at home in a thriller. 63-58 as Danville gets to 21 wins on the year, and you've got to give all the credit to the Ridgedale Rockets for the game they made it tonight.
I mean, what an incredible performance from both sides. Like you said, how about Ridgedale showing up and putting up such an incredible fight? I mean, nobody really expected them to compete the way they did tonight, and they really brought out the fireworks. And unfortunately, a late second half run by the Blue Devils gives them the victory if you're a Ridgedale fan. But, I mean, you got to respect the effort and camaraderie between the two teams right now as they're going to gather around for a word of prayer, it appears like.
So we'll step aside, 63-58. It's a 5-point win for the Blue Devils, who now advance to a district semifinal. It depends on if Shekinah Christian wins or not, if they'll host or have to head on the road. We'll take a break.
For 9 years, people have asked us one question. What exactly does elite preparedness do? We train everyday Americans to protect what matters most. From Ohio CCW courses and advanced firearms training to the largest Armed Women of America chapter in the state, from church and school safety programs under House Bill 99 to training state, local, and federal law enforcement. We provide armed security, secure transportation, asset protection, and elite-level executive protection for those who require the highest standard. Preparedness, protection, professionalism, elite preparedness, training warriors, protecting leaders, empowering families.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
A huge shout out in order to the Danville Blue Devils tonight. They win it 63 to 58 as you see the net cutting ceremonies here from Danville High School. A historic special group gets a chance to cut down some nets here for a sectional title. I mean, Ethan, you don't see turnarounds like this often. A team that went from last place in the KMAC a season ago to now they've got 21 wins to their belt, and they're cutting nets down.
I mean, you said it best. They only won 6 games last year, Jonathan. I mean, this has been such an incredible story. I mean, you've got huge impact freshman, obviously Parker Proper, propelling this team to their record that they have now. But then how about the step-ups from these seniors? I mean, you've got Wesley Payne, Carson Proper, Ashton Spalding has played big minutes here for these Blue Devils this season, and they have really found something here with first-year head coach Matt Proper.
Everyone involved has sacrificed to get to this point. A group of seniors that knew that whatever they tried last year just didn't seem to work. They bought into their rules with a first-year head coach in Matt Proper, and it has turned now into what you're seeing is a successful season where they get to cut down some nets. I mean, you have to go back a long way just to see a winning season out of these Danville Blue Devils. I mean, you go all the way back to 2015 when they went 16-9. Well, actually 2017 when they went 18-8, and that was the year where they reached the district tournament. And of course, the last district title for this team, that'll be the next aspiration, was in 2013. But before that, it was such a big drought. This basketball program has seen a lot of downs, not too many ups, but you're seeing it on your screen right now with them as sectional champions.
Absolutely, and only a bright future continues to loom with Parker Proper still developing. I mean, he played such big minutes tonight. He was huge for them down the stretch. I mean, I tell you what, those free throws, you can clean those up, and he's got the game to continue to elevate already his all-freshman team and first-year KMAC team campaign. So he's put the Blue Devils in a great spot here, and they've got a bright future ahead.
And you see Parker Proper, the freshman, get a chance to cut down his piece of the net. We will step aside. I've got to run down and take a picture of the team here once they all huddle up. But we'll just throw on the nap sound, let you take in everything here from the Devil's Den, and we'll come back with your MVP, Aiden Mickley, who will talk to us later on after they wrap up their celebrations here on the OH Report.
Might have been better if out except from the foul line than what it was. Maybe that left-handed spin or something.
Brandon, I gotta run it. Sneak out. Slide right there.
For 9 years, people have asked us one question: what exactly does elite preparedness do? We train everyday Americans to protect what matters most. From Ohio CCW courses and advanced firearms training to the largest Armed Women of America chapter in the state, from church and school safety programs under House Bill 99 to training state, local, and federal law enforcement. We provide armed security, secure transportation, asset protection, and elite-level executive protection for those who require the highest standard. Preparedness, protection, professionalism, elite preparedness, training warriors, protecting leaders, empowering families.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Time now for your straight A signs MVP here after a sectional title game where Danville comes away victorious, and it's all thanks to Aiden Mickley and your free throw shooting, man. Great job today, 14 points, 10 of them come from the line in 10 tries. I mean, when you step up to the free throw line and knock down 10 in a row, what's the mindset to help make that happen?
Yeah, really, whenever you step up there, you just got to try to block everybody out, have tunnel vision, and focus on the rim. That's all I can do.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, great atmosphere here today. Crowd was on your side certainly tonight, and it results in a win here in a sectional title game. Talk about the maturity from this group. I mean, last year you won just 6 games, and here you are with win number 21 under your belt. What has gotten into this team to grow so much?
We have more seniors than we do last year. That really helps. The leadership is coming from everybody. It's not just the upperclassmen. It's coming from everybody on the team, and that really helps out. And especially whenever we're all, out there communicating and stuff.
And then you see Coach Proper cut down the net. It's fully down, and your team kind of takes a moment to celebrate. What's going through everybody's mind when that happens?
Yeah, I mean, you're just ecstatic. Never really think anything like this could happen here in Danville, but, we came through, we pulled it out, and it's awesome.
Well, we're looking forward to following you the rest of the way. Go ahead and take a look at that camera and give any shout-outs you want.
I want to shout out my parents, my coaches, my teammates, and my grandparents.
Blue Devils are sectional champs thanks to Aiden Mickley's clutch free throw shooting here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
And it's time to wrap things up here with the Killbuck Savings post-game show here from Danville as the Blue Devils are sectional champions. History made here tonight, of course, with the 20th win of the season earlier in the week. But, I mean, even as sectional champions, this team has not seen a whole lot of winning on the boys' side of basketball in some time. But Coach Proper comes over, season number 1, turns the ship around, and Danville's here to celebrate now.
Absolutely. It's been the storyline all season. How far just can Danville take this team with the young guys they have and the season they had last year? People were a little skeptical of Coach Matt Proper in his first year, and he has proved the doubters wrong. They're now advancing to the district semifinal, and it's going to be an interesting matchup there. We're going to see who they play here shortly, but right now they're going to soak this one in and get ready for the district semis.
And then again, we can't say it enough. Huge shout out to Ridgedale tonight. Absolutely. As they put on a great fight. You saw the quarter-by-quarter scoring. It was just that third where Danville had a fire lit under them by Coach Proper. I wish I would have asked Aiden about that, but 22-9, you don't see that often, especially from the Blue Devils here in a game of this magnitude. But Ridgedale played their hearts out. They, in fact, won the first and the fourth quarter. Usually when you do that, you win the game, but not tonight. Yeah, no, it was just the big run story of the game in the third quarter. Right out the gate, Parker Prober rattled off a couple big points and then a lot of and-one opportunities like Ashton Spalding, and then you got Carson Proper also knocking a couple and-ones down. So just a really big turnaround by the Blue Devils, and that shows a lot of maturity out of them. I mean, they hadn't really been in that spot before in the last few years, and they really turned it around. And it's going to be interesting to see how now they take that momentum going into the next game. Absolutely. Mark your calendars for Tuesday, March 3rd. That's when the likely matchup against Shekinah Christian will take place. It's a number 1 versus number 2 matchup in a district semifinal, and the winner will advance to Ohio Dominican to play for a district championship. Jonathon Langdon here with Ethan Cline. Thank you so much for joining us. Brandon Powell, your camera operator as well today. And a huge shout out to everybody a part of this game. They'll be looking back on this one for years, win or lose. It's been a really fun matchup here on a Friday night. We hope you enjoy the rest of your night and your weekend. If you're a big fan of the KMAC, make sure to join me tomorrow. I will be headed over to Fredericktown to watch the Freddies go for 23-0 as they take on the Pleasant Spartans in their sectional championship game over at the Freddies Nest. Have a great rest of your night. Live on with the KMAC. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.